Good morning, everyone, or good evening, depending on where you are. I thought I'd give you my my experience so far with sun mining. Um, Decided about a month ago I was going to get into the cloud mining thing. Looked at Genesis, looked at Hashflare. Actually put money into Hashflare, and one of the things that I saw was when I'm watching YouTube videos about various sun mining or various cloud mining companies. I kept seeing videos for sun mining. I said, well, let me check it out. So I went and looked at it. The website looks good, but it also looks like it's missing things, or I thought it looked like it missing things. I decided to give it a try. So what I did is I went with the minimum package of 100 gigahertz. I believe that's the minimum package, and ran with that for a small amount of time. Um, and then ended up spending more money. And finally, I came up to about a $1,500 investment at Sun Mining. At that point in time, I decided, well, before I put any more money in, what I need to do is evaluate, is actually determine if they're going to give me anything out. Because what they do is when you um, mine the Bitcoin, they have other things you can mine as well, but I'm just doing Bitcoin. They store it in your little private account, or it's not even a wallet really. I guess it is, but you can't send anything to it. They just store it in your private account. They have a minimum 0.01 Bitcoin balance before they will transfer it to an external wallet. I'm like, okay. So what I did is at that level, it was making about, well, you can see here, 0.0012742, 0.0012980 per day. So it was going to take about 9 days to get to the 0.01 stage that I could actually transfer data out. So I went over to the My Wallets, and in My Wallets, it let me put in my case, I put my Coinbase wallet in there. Um, and what they say is if you have a 0.01 Bitcoin balance within 24 hours, they will transfer it. So I put the wallet in. I didn't spend any of the money that they give me. They do have a great reinvestment deal where you get 10% off. I did not do any reinvestments and let it build up to 0.01. It took 9 days, and on the next morning, I had an email from Coinbase saying that they had received my Bitcoin that I had transferred. I'm like, okay, happy day. Am I totally convinced? I'm skeptical by nature, so I wasn't totally convinced that everything was good, but pretty much so. Okay, so I've decided that I'm going to up the ante. Um, they have available right now, and this is through, it says January the 13th, but I know they've extended it once already. They have deals where if you're buying 100,000 gigahashes or more, they're giving you a 40% discount over the next tier. So basically, you spend the same amount of Bitcoin for a 60,000 gigahash level and a 100,000 gigahash level. So why wouldn't you buy the 100,000? I'm assuming they only put the 60,000 on here so you can compare. So 100,000 gigahashes, 0.603196114 Bitcoins. Current price is denominated in dollars. It's $9,000 with an, again, estimated profit of $5,884 in 30 days. So return on investment, less than 2 months for a 3-year contract. Obviously, depends on the price of Bitcoin and all that, so that changes. Of course, they only accept Bitcoin in payment. They do not accept US dollars, so you have to buy the Bitcoin somewhere else and send it to them. which is it's an extra step, but it's not a big deal. Um, and once you place your order, that's that's how much Bitcoin they expect. So if you go off later and the price of Bitcoin is shot up, you're going to have to pay more than $9,000. On the other hand, if it goes down, you can pay less than $9,000 because you don't need 0.60319614 Bitcoins. Of course, what I'm planning on doing is going over here to GDAX and purchasing the amount of Bitcoin that I need right now as soon as I place this order. You can see I did a wire transfer. I put $10,990. It was $11,000 and they take out $10 for the wire transfer. Already had a penny in there. So transferred that much. That's my current little Bitcoin in GDAX Coinbase. So that I can purchase it based on whatever current price is. And GDAX is by far the best way if you're going to buy something to do it, because there's most of the time you pay no fees to buy or sell, as long as you're the maker of the transaction, which is easy enough to do. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll be back in a bit, and we'll actually commence to do that. Okay, as you can see, I've got an order in for 0.7351 Bitcoins at 14,950.69. I had transferred the $10,990 in. I'm just spending it all, every penny, even though I don't need that much for what we're going to purchase on Sun Mining, but I'm going ahead and just spending the whole thing. So we're watching that and see how long it takes for the order to be filled. I'm just doing it basically at the market price right now. I've still got it listed as a limit, which in that case, that'll save me paying the fee if I do a market price, even though I'm using a market price. You can see also the amount of selling volume. If we get up to about 15,100, they've got it stepped up pretty high. But okay, so our order was filled. We can go over here and look at the fills, and you can see it says on January 9th we bought 0.73508410. And so now back into my Bitcoin account, I've got 748,64001. Okay, great. Now let's go back over to Sun Mining and pop back up here. Need to refresh this anyway. Go back to purchase capacity. Okay. 60319614. We're going to make a purchase of 100,000 gigahashes or 1 terahash. I guess it's 100 terahashes. So we'll continue and apply that order right now. Boom. Okay. There you go. Now you see I've placed the order. Now let's go transfer that over to let's go over to back to GDAX. Clear that I don't know what I'm doing with this, but I'll take all that out. We do a withdrawal, not from the Bitcoin. We'll do 0.65 Bitcoins. Okay, it transferred 0.65 Bitcoins. Okay, you can see, yeah, I had to get under my limit. GDAX has a $10,000 a day transfer limit. So we're at 0.6500 Bitcoins, which is perfect. That should be plenty. I just put a little extra in to make sure I have covered transaction fees. So we'll go over here now to Sun Mining, get the address, see it right there. Come back to that, we'll do a send, punch in the number, and then we'll come back to Bitcoin, to Sun Mining, get the actual amount. Perfect. The price has gone up, so actually coming out ahead on this deal by a little bit, not very much. Certainly not breaking the bank or anything. And then we're going to send it. Okay, it's going to cost us, we saved enough to just about cover the transaction fee, which is fine. Okay, and I'm going to punch in my authenticator code. Okay, it's on the way. Bitcoin has been sent. Now, I would expect this to be there within the next hour or two. Should be pretty fast. Usually transactions of this size seem to go a little bit faster. And I'll keep you up to date. But like I said, I've already gotten Bitcoin back out of the Sun Mining, the cloud system they already had. So we're just up in the ante here. We're going from basically 10,000 gigahashes to we'll be at 110,000 gigahashes. Okay, just got notification that my Bitcoin had been transferred to Sun Mining. And as you can see, now my hash rate is 110,320 gigahashes. So we'll see what happens tomorrow or tonight. This is in the overnight for me. I'm in the Central Time Zone. Obviously, you see these little bumps. Should be a big bump. It starts processing immediately, and I'll keep you guys informed. So don't worry. I'll give you some follow-ups on how this works. They do have a referral program for Sun Mining. I will include a link to my referral in the description below. Feel free to use it if you need to. If you're going to do it, you might as well give me a little bit. Hey, thanks guys. Bye-bye.